All right. We are here. I am your host, the fantabulous Freddy Flattemus, and you are watching Get to the Point. That's right, we're coming to you live from the Alberta Arts Studios, the fantabulous, fabulous Alberta Arts area of Portland, as they call it. We are coming from the TDPTV Studios, coming to you live. We're going to be going over today's events, news of the day, and if we get time, I'll get a few opinions out there. Like I said, I am your host, Freddy Fantabulous Flattemus, and we are so happy to have you here today. God bless your heart. Who do we have watching? We seem to have an excellent connection. Let me just switch things up here for you. Kind of like this camera better. There we are. Yeah, let's get a little nice, up close and personal. Well, we have some tragic news of the day. Major stories unfolding like crazy, and there's a lot of things we got to cover. Last week, I was misrepresenting a case. I had this Kyle Rittenhouse case confused with U of O Ducks phenomenon, Luke Ridenour. There is no connection whatsoever, I've been told, and so that is the first correction I wanted to make. There may be a series of corrections we have to make every now and then. That's how the news business goes, but we always like to make fair points, and I couldn't think of a fairer point to get to than take a look at Mr. Ridenour's work back. What is this? This is the number 13 Kansas Jayhawks versus the number 6 Oregon Ducks. This is December 7th, 2002. Oh, what a great game this was. Let's just take a little look at Mr. Luke Ridenour. Oh yeah, that's right. Luke Jackson and Luke Ridenour, the two Lukes. Oregon Ducks was being coached by Ernie Kent that time. Ernie Kent. Go dog! There's Ridenour and there's Kent. And this was a great game. The Kansas Jayhawks were. This was Collison Kenridge's 13th ranked Kansas Jayhawks, and this was an early showdown that they happened to be out, as you can tell, in the Portland Trail Blisters on the home floor. Yeah. Oh, that was a great game. That's a great game. That was a great game, if I can say so myself. But getting on with it, that is the mistake I wanted to correct. It was not Luke Ridenour. It was Kyle Rittenhouse whose trial gripped the nation. Luke Ridenour has not been on trial, apparently, from as far as I can tell. So we're going to move back on, and let's take a look at the news of today. So the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict did come in. As we saw last week, a lot of podcasters were waiting for it, bated breath. That ended up being the news. All these podcasters getting together, YouTube podcasters. But today, as far as I can tell, or maybe this is yesterday, I believe it's today, we got Kamala Harris visits Robert Blake Hospital in California, I presume.
Wonderful. I mean, and they endured, and they just do it with such dignity and grace, and they're carrying the weight of a lot of voices on their shoulders.
And what was the message that you shared with him and his family members?
Well, to express concern for their, well-being, and of course for their brother and their son's well-being. Let them know that they have support.
Senator, how's your meeting with
her well-being ought to be her poll numbers, if you ask me. Kamala Harris should be concerned about her own well-being in the polls. And, That's just, God love her, but you know, God love her little heart, but that's just, anyways, out there visiting Jacob Blake. She was in Milwaukee. Okay, visiting the victims of that. No, I guess Jacob Blake was not involved with this recent thing that I'm gonna get to, which is, well, there was a car attack, and I don't know if Portland got the message. Portland got this message. This is what's happening. I'm based in Oregon, and this is what they did last week. The Rittenhouse verdict. Portland's really good at the dead chalk outline, I think. Very artistic community. One of our favorites. This is what community looks like.
When's the last time you saw a cop patrol your neighborhood?
Yeah, that comes to us from not local news. That is Russia Today has provided us with that little brief glimpse into my hometown. Well, my hometown for now. I don't know how long. I come from I don't come from here, but I have family that does, and it's very troubling that I have to go to Russia to find out what the hell's going on in my community. But the Donlin report also has some information regarding this. So Portland got together and they are talking about Wisconsin and the Rittenhouse verdict, and it has Portland all up in arms again. They apparently started picking on some newscasters for not honoring their request to quit filming on a public street. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, now this is Joe Donlin. He used to be a goodie.
Right, all right. Retired LAPD Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. It's always good to have you, Sergeant. Take care.
We're
going to talk a little bit more now about that incident in Portland where riders from the town crew cussing at them and even threatening them. It reminded us of another incident earlier this year in which demonstrators confronted NewsNation's Brian at George Floyd Square in Minneapolis.
Oh, I thought if we were on this side of the barricade.
A bad situation in a moment.
For more of that now, let's bring in Brian himself. Brian, did you feel threatened at the time? And I guess, having seen that video in Portland, would you have felt more threatened there?
I think based on the video in Portland, I would have felt more threatened there.
That's the jury has it. Portland more threatening protest video. Let's see if we can get. I think there's a better shot. That's all we got. Well, that is the Donlin report coming to you from NewsNation Now, a new source of information that's also not based in Portland. I believe they're based in Chicago. I don't know who's funding kind of corporate entities behind NewsNation Now, but they got Joe Donlin. He was a heck of a cracker here in Portland. A cracker, all right. And let's see. So getting on, moseying on with the news of the day. That's what's going on in Portland. Again, we have Vice President is visiting not Robert Blake, but a fellow named Jacob Blake. I don't know. We're doing die-ins here. And Milwaukee, tragedy is still unfolding, and we might have better details by the end of the day, but some kind of disgusting scum bucket ran over some children, and these dancing grannies were targeted, it appears. And the one story I read, I'm older than some of these grannies. So this is a metaphor for where America's at, and I don't like it. You know, and I'd like to say, for what's going on, from what I understand, the man that did this was a man, supposedly, and he was released from a justice system that everyone here is trying to get at. And now, when I came to Portland, these ladies were all the rage. You kids in cages, it's tear gas mummies. And this comes to us from the Rolling Stone, a stalwart of honest, duplicitous information that, could only be paid for by contracts that people like Jeff Bezos helped sustain through his CIA funding and things of that nature. From the administration that brought you kids in cages, it's tear gas moms. So I'd like to ask those tear gas moms, what kind of justice system are you looking for that turns it got loose to run over these grandmoms? Okay, that's the kind of justice system I would ask. Because you probably all had your kids right now, and I'm sure you're getting them all properly gummed up with whatever shots and medicines they need, and I'm sure you're anxious to pump them full of more shots and medicine. But the kind of justice system I'm asking about is the kind of justice system that Mr. Mike Schmidt of Portland, Oregon seems to. Let's look at some of what he's got to say about this. I'm just going to look. I have his Twitter page right here, and I think if I can do this. Yeah, there it is. I can get a little bit closer here. It says, husband and father, criminal justice system improver. He does not, is he a he? There are no gender pronouns associated. Thrower of darts, throws darts. Sits District Attorney, Multnomah County, Oregon. Well, that's great, because I come from Lexington County. I don't, us Lexington County types don't need to know this Multnomah County type guy. I wanted to see what he had to say about this, and he is, it's November 19th is his last tweet, apparently, to the victims who are grappling with the loss of 2 lives and who testified as our country watch. Thank you for your courage. The work to reform our criminal justice system is evident, it is urgent, and I'm here for it. Just like the common criminal that, I wouldn't call those guys criminals, the media journalists is criminal, but who's the criminal that murdered these ladies? That's kind of what I'd like to know. And is this the kind of speedy justice that you are providing for us, Mike Schmidt? You little tight-jeaned warrior? Smart, fair justice. Oh boy, Mike Schmidt. Now we're going to have to get an interview with this guy someday. That would be nice, because I have a lot of questions for him. A lot of questions. Anyway, speaking of questions, let's cut back to Studio B over here. That's enough for the news right now. I'm going to be trying a new thing out pretty soon. In fact, where are we on timing, ladies and gentlemen? I can't see to locate my utility belt. Oh, we're still doing just fine. Just doing fine now, aren't we? Well, I got the Greenwich Kill Parade. Yeah, still no comment from the pregnant mothers or Mike Schmidt, or apparently the vice president either, from at least yet. We're waiting to see if she has more commentary other than visiting Robert Blake, Jacob Blake. I thought for sure that it was what's his face with the parakeet on his shoulder. Is that what it? Yeah, Robert Blake. Boy, that brings back some memories. God bless. Well, Well, ladies and germ dogs, we got to wrap this up. So I'm going to be introducing a new segment to each and every little episode where I try and put my opinion out there. First, let me get a little bit of sponsorship taken care of. This is a little, I can't really mention their name on the YouTubers, but you probably recognize the. Okay, I'm just going to add a little sugar to my coffee. And that should help. Yeah, this program also comes brought to you by Trench Digger Productions and a generous grant made through Trench Digger Studios. Stay woke, Portland. Okay, we got that. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do this new bit. New bit, I like to call it, which is that number 3? Yeah. Let's get over to the tech studio for this. Can we do that? Studio C? No, tech studio. There we are. Okay, and then I want to go like this. Yeah, you got it. That's it. Okay, America. All right. I just like to say that as we look out there in these times, in this new environment we're trying to live in, I'd like to see a moment where maybe we could all start to speak the same language. Like perhaps if you spoke Portuguese and I spoke German, we could find some root words that pull together and unite us back into Americans. Because right now there's too many Americans that are practicing, as one of my friends like to call it, freedom, but not freedom. You hear me? So let's start practicing freedom together. Only you and I can make a difference. Let's get together. Come on, America. All right. We're going to switch back to camera 2. And yeah, back into what we like to refer to as the tech studio, and it's a popular one. I've seen this studio online before. Trench Digger, you're gonna have to start renting this out at a higher price. Yeah, it's me. I've got several shows showing the same background. It's not cool. But as I said, I am your host, the most fantabulous YouTube podcaster this side of the Mississippi, and I gotta tell you, there ain't a lot of competition to worry about. Yes, but I'll get back to the news, and we're going to be coming back at the top of the hour. We're going to be coming back at the 4 o'clock. This is Freddy Flattemus coming to you live on Tuesday, November 23rd. This was our 3 o'clock edition of the news. We will be back at 4 o'clock with updates and maybe more basketball. Thanks for joining us, and please jump in on the commentary. Give us a like, give us a subscription. We love you. And come on next time. Let's get to the point. Ow! Woo! Goodbye.